Hey adventurers, and welcome to Valk'rain Gaming. So we're on episode 4 now of Grimgor's big Waaggghh campaign that we're doing here. And in the last episode, we just started moving in and starting our campaign against the Umis, these border princes here. So I think what I'm going to do this episode is just going to continue our campaign into the border princes, push all the way down here, see if we can eliminate this faction here, our first human faction that we're fighting against. Plus as well, I want to get up to these dwarfs up here as well. I want to deal with them before they start trying to bring units down, because I don't think they're going to start any fight with the humans so far. Let's see who they're allied with. So they're actually allied with the Golden Order. So I think what we'll do is we'll eliminate these, and then we'll start our movement into the Golden Order across there. Well, first things first, let's do my upgrades for our units. We've got some level ups to do. Grimgor's got himself a nice little level up. Oh, picked off him then.
What you want?
Didn't seem to want to...
Let's go.
Definitely didn't seem to want to let me do the upgrade then. Don't know what was going on there. So let's see what we can get Grimgor here. So we've got all our... we've got all these all leveled up now, so everything that I wanted there. So I'm going to start doing on this, and we'll start with getting him the best of the best. The best of the best. We'll get him there. I think we got an upgrade for the Shaman as well. So we'll get the Fist of Gork there, which gives us the 24 melee attack and the 24 melee defense. So we get an extra little bit of a punch from our units there.
I'll crush them all.
And then we got Sozpug. Sozpug, the spear chucker. He's going to have his... we're going to go up into Lightning Strike there, so we get more of a choice about what we want to fight unit-wise. So we're not fighting more than one stack at a time. Right then. So what I want to do now is I want to move Grimgor down just into Iron Rock here, because I want to start recruiting some big uns that we got here. We can also get a Black Orc Big Boss here as well. We could imbue that into the army. Give ourselves some extra punch. So I think what we'll do is we'll drop some units into Sozpug's army here. We'll stack him out. We'll give him a troll unit as well, so he's got 2 trolls and a bunch of orcs. And then we'll start moving Grimgor down.
That's what Mork wants.
Won't take us that many turns to get down there, then we can start recruiting.
This is my land. I like it.
And then Sozpug can continue the assault here. Actually, I think we'll raid for this turn so I can get my scrap up there. Upgrade the boys a bit more. Now we've got quite a bit of gold to spend here, so let's upgrade these little bits here. So put a defense down here because we've got really no defense. I mean, I know we are allied with the bloody spears here, but it's always good to be prepared. We'll start building some golds. Keep that count up high. And we'll upgrade these as well. I don't think there's necessarily too much that I want to upgrade here, so like I say, we'll keep building our gold up, our treasury up here.
Let's get some.
Let's see who's not moved. Tricky Mork's chosen. I think what we'll do is we'll get them to start moving down here. See what factions are lingering around here. So we've got some dwarfs down here. They're not too happy with us, but that's okay. At the moment, we are only at war with the dwarf faction there, the Karakom and the border princes. So we're gonna have to change that up. We gotta get some more fighting in. Get the wars ready. So I think what I'll do then is just end the turn there. We've got a settlement upgrade. It says that we got here. Might as well. We've got the extra cash at the moment, so I might as well start upgrading everything that I can. And we'll end the turn there. And like I say, next turn I'm going to start moving down into these border princes. We'll start sacking some buildings as well. Got ourselves a little quest here to get Snit. So like I said, we'll start sacking some buildings. And then we'll move up. While we've got the wargs up as well, we'll move straight up into these dwarf units here. Make 'em pay. I'll get Grimgor to upgrade his unit. So all I want to do with Grimgor is I definitely want to try and get him more like an elite sort of army in. Definitely filling full of big uns and black orcs and stuff like that. So let's change him into his normal stance. Got another upgrade as well for our shaman, so we'll pop that on. Get Fist of Gork again. Really emphasize that ability to get the cooldown as well, giving them units that extra little punch. So I think what we'll do here is let's think what I want. I definitely want to trade out like my archer units and start having some like fast cav or something, because I think that'll be a bit more effective, especially when it comes down to hunting like the siege weapons. So definitely want 4 big uns, but then I got 2 slots left. What I think I'll need, and I'm just wondering now whether I definitely want another troll unit and I want to take a catapult as well, because I want to put that into a Sozpug's unit there. I think we'll take both. It's going to take 2 turns before we get everything there as well. Although I might disband this unit here. Yeah, I think we'll disband the unit there, and then we'll have these 2 units building after. It's going to take 3 turns there, but it's okay. We can wait the 3 turns. We've got 9 turns left on our Waaggghh, so we've got plenty of time to start moving the units back up and through. So let's see what we got here. So Gogrut's going to attempt to assassinate this hero here, and he gets him on that try. Also a little assassination, stabby stab there. So I'm going to build him as like our little assassin. And then I think what I'll do next turn is I'll try moving down into these areas so we get a bit more of a visual of what's going on down here.
Now's the time.
And then we'll use Sozpug to assault this Akendorf again. We'll just auto-resolve that. There's no need to fight this battle. He's not got really that much of a resistance. And pretty much wiped everything out on the last episode. So we'll just auto-resolve that. I think what we'll do with this one then, because I definitely want to start moving down that way, so I think I'll raise it and get the scrap bonuses. Oh, he gets potion of healing as well. Sozpug getting some extra life replenishment there, which is going to be good for us in the later game, when he's going one-on-one with them bosses. I do kind of want to get him another character in there. I think I think I might try one of these Black Orc big bosses here. Let's see what we can get. Do we want determination? Let's get the +4. Let's get the encouragement. The confidence one there. We'll recruit him. Let's see what he's like. So I think this is one of the new sort of like units that they popped in. He's full of tin there. Look at the armor on there. And we'll get him moving up into Sozpug's army here. And like I say, Grimgor's recruiting there. Sozpug's getting ready to go. Sozpug spear chucker. He's definitely going to be one of my favourites of this campaign, I believe. And then we'll move Tricky Mork's Chosen, come down here. We'll start studying some technology. See if we can get these technologies recruited a lot faster. So let's pop you on as a specialist. And let's see what settlements we got. So this area is definitely developing a lot quicker than most others, so we'll keep... I'm not too sure if I need to build that up right now, to be fair. Might hold back on that one. We'll pop the obediency one in there. Get our goblin big bosses some extra levels as they come out. Pop Sozpug into his raiding stance there, just so we can get the little unit replenishments on there. Not that he's got too many casualties anyway. I think when I move that Black Orc boss up there, we'll just get rid of that goblin unit. Don't necessarily need that now. I think in a couple of turns as well. I think if I can wipe out the border princes, we'll definitely get Grimgor, another general, on there. And we'll start building towards a bigger orc army that we can start expanding out up into the north. Not really got too many threats coming down from the south. The Dwarfs decided to make peace with us, so we'll let them live for a little while. So let's see what I'm going to build technology-wise now. There's not too much that I want to go for right now. I definitely want to try and get up to here as quickly as possible. I have to get all 5 points across there. Yeah. But I do want to start working towards as well Waaggghh the Horrible. So I was thinking as well of making like a a very dominant like Boar Boys sort of army. I wonder how that'd play out. That'd be a nice, interesting one to see. Put like some like the arachnid spiders in there and stuff like that. So we'll get the scrap upgrade up there. We'll start building towards the Dune Divers bonuses. It's only going to take a turn to recruit them. There's nothing else really that I'm really desperate for in my technology at the moment. Everything at this point is just going to be a bonus. I mean, we're only on turn 28. So there's nothing too much to worry about. Let's get Sozpug his level up. Start making his army a bit cheaper. We'll start heading down to our next target here.
I will not obey.
The bloody hands have moved in as well, so they'll probably try and have a good old stab at that. I think what we'll do now is we'll move Gromgor up this way, just in case anything comes down this way. I think they're going to be more likely to be bringing their armies down. Like I say, there's one coming down right now. I'll have to keep that in mind.
Send me to battle.
There we are. Pop Sozpug back in there. So that's how I imagine they'd be coming down anyway, because it's a lot shorter route than having to come all the way around the mountain face here. Although I imagine they're going to pull back because they're about to be attacked there. It doesn't matter either way. As the fighting orcs are going, we welcome them to come. We'll start checking their beards. We'll get you just to sell a bit more technology. See if we can get your rank up a little bit. And then we'll start moving you up as well. Be interested to see these in battle now. Like, so far we can't see too much of their stats. I mean, he's pretty stacked out. 390 weapon damage, 55 melee defense, 55 melee attack. His speed's pretty decent. His leadership's good, and he's armored and shielded, which is really a definite bonus for us. Let's see if we can give any equipment. Okay. Let's drop the fencer's blade onto him. Nothing else that we can really give him. We'll be jumping straight into this army here. We'll get him into Sozpug's. He could be the little general on the ground while Sozpug's up in the air. You can only get a warboss, sorry. Takes everything up pretty well though. And obviously this is all just sort of standard standard hero sort of tree there. Let's continue to build these up then, while we've got the surplus cash. So depending on where this dwarf goes now.
Approach me. If I don't like what you say, Mork will be eating your guts tonight.
Ah, so we got some pointy ears that want to start a war against us. We welcome them. There's nothing more than Grimgor likes than smashing pointy ears. So I think they started just down the south. Well, like southeast down there. So we'll keep that in mind. They were at war with a few other people as well, so... We'll keep a close eye out to that while I start bringing my armies up here into the north. It wasn't that much of a threat anyway, looking at the balance of power. So we got our upgrade for the Doom Diver catapults and everything. And I think what we'll do as well. I haven't got that many Black Hawk units yet, so there's not too much of a worry for getting that straight away. These raiding and looting bonuses though definitely is something that I want to take. Sozpug can't quite get up onto there at the moment, so I think what I'll do is I'll move him. Well, there's two choices of what I can do. Grimgor gets his units back next turn. So we'll be fully moving out there with Grimgor then. So I think what I'll do is I'll start... These have been routed here as well. Now I'm going to continue with the normal plan. I'm going to move straight down into the border princes here. So I think we'll move Sozpug down. Move you across as well. I think while we're in this little goblin area here... Oh, we're not. I thought we was in that little area there, obviously where the borders are. That must be literally just that bit there. But that's fine. I probably will, when I start attacking the dwarfs here, I'll probably come up once we take these border princes out and remove this goblin thread that we've got here. So Grot Silk is the one that I'm going to be looking for. Let's see, we got Gora can move. If I move him up just to this little bit here, keep eyes on this dwarf unit that we've got. I don't want to be losing sight of where they're going. They're going to be using the walkways quite a lot, I think. The underground passages. On it. I think that elf unit was down here. There they are. So we'll move you down to keep eyes down here.
There is a place for you on the tip of my star lance.
Like I say, they're at war with quite a few people, so I think it's going to take them a while before they can even try and get up to us. But we'll keep our eyes out on them. So I want to start building my fast cav units here. And potentially my cavalry units as well. Start popping some gold down on these. These are really developing quite quickly, which will be a bonus for us. I think I'll focus on that there. There's not too much upgrading going on here at the moment. We need 4 to take it up to its next level. Down in Death Path here. So I'm not too worried about that. Don't necessarily think I want this barracks there. However, there's nothing really that I want to trade it out for. Or the muster field, shall I say. There's nothing initially I do want to trade out for, so I'll just keep it on that at the moment. I mean, it can go up to rank 3 anyway, so we can get the big uns there. It just means that we won't be able to recruit the Black Hawks there. So, I mean, the big uns is enough of a reason to keep it there. So slowly moving at the moment, but definitely moving across. We'll end our turn there. I want to get into some fighting. You don't come to watch orcs for tactics, you come for the fighting. So the Bloody Hands there taking another little settlement there. I don't really want these settlements across here just because of the climate negativities on there. I'd rather try and take the places which are going to give us like some bonuses and stuff. So sticking up to these mountain regions and things like that, that's definitely where I want to go. And I think the quicker I secure this northern border into the Badlands, the easier it's going to be when we start fighting them empires and them vampire counts.
Corpse fist.
So that dwarf unit hasn't made any movement out, so what I'm going to do now is just move Grimgor straight up. We'll take him straight into the dwarfies.
What is unthinkable?
They haven't really got too much to worry about. We'll use you just try and start getting your level up as well. Start blocking this army here. That was a nice successful one there. So blocking army is definitely the thing that I'm going to be taking up more. And let's see where Sozpug can go. I do want now for this guy to get embedded into this army. There's no point keeping him out. So I think what we'll do is we'll get rid of this little goblin unit and put this orc hero into there. He's getting out for the training as well, so they'll get 100 points of experience each turn, I think it is. Let's just have a look. Yeah, they'll be getting that. And then we'll move Sozpug down. We'll start advancing down. Because once we smash these humans in, we'll start moving up here and we'll start the fight up here. Should be a good, interesting one. We are getting ourselves some good income now. Nice, stable amount. I do kind of want to take up the docks because they offer the most amount of money. We'll take up one of these as well. Caradon can take up one as well. What's up? Let's see what we can pull on there. I mean, there's no real reason to be putting the watchtowers and stuff in. I mean, we could do and offer some walls to the settlement. But I can't imagine too much is going to come down from the north here. Looks like the bloody spears are getting themselves into a bit of trouble there. I imagine probably from this dwarf units here. So maybe it will be ideal to put some walls up onto that little settlement there. Let's see what we got here. We ain't got enough to still technology, so we'll just move in. See if we can start seeing any of their units. Can't see any of their units so far, but that's fine. Like I say, they're not going to be too much of a threat at the moment. And then we'll try and counter these dwarfs. Grimgor can lead his Waaggghh there. I want to try and get a bit more use out of them. Only got a couple more turns until we get that little trophy in the bonus to our armies. So we'll be getting that minus 5% for all buildings and that +4 weapon strength. Negative growth. Nah, that doesn't hinder us too much. Let's see where we can go. Only 5 turns though. We'll start moving into this province here. This little settlement's going to be ours. Zovrak. And start raiding it up there.
Here we go.
Wonder where we can set Grimgor here. I think what we'll do, we have got the wall for 2 more turns on there. That's not the capital one, so it's not that strong of a settlement. So I think I'll move Grimgor just up to this point here, and then we'll use the underground just to get up into this orc territory here. I'll move Gorok just up here just so we can see if there's any any other army up here that he can bring down in support. Getting them thinky orc head on. So we can wound 29%, or I can steal some technology. So I'm definitely going to stick to this stealing of technology. Because them pointy ears be smart. And we want everything they got. Because that's how us orcs work. Let's see what we can build up across here now then. So there's nothing really too much that I'm in a rush to grab from here. What we'll do is I'll just take up this settlement there. I think that'll be quicker, so we can start getting these little overall bonuses. I'll start building some of these radiant stashes. We can get like the 50% movement from if we start in the region. Then we get plus 2% for all armies when they're raiding. 10% bonus to our ambushes for the local armies, and then sacking and looting settlements get 2% extra gold, and then the post-battle gets 3% extra gold. So that'll keep our funds up nice and high. Because that's what I want to try and do, is just keep the funds up nice and high. And like I say, we're gaining like 4,716 Grimgors at the moment. And after we take these settlements, there's definitely going to be good enough reason to start another warband up. These dwarfs don't seem to be moving. Oh, he's moved out there. Curse of the commentator there. I wonder if we can move around and see if we can grab him. The Briar herds have come. Not too much of a threat to us at the moment. Although I know that they do build up speed quite quickly. Minotaurs could be a problem. They're anti-infantry there. But we got smaller dwarfs to fry here. Wonder how far we can move in. Let's see if we can set up a nice little ambush for these. See if he'll move down. If he'll move down, I imagine he's going to start moving towards here. And if he does move down towards here, we'll be able to get a nice little ambush in on him. Let's build our fast cav here. And like I say, focus on taking up these gold bits here.
I like it.
Let's lead Sozpug into here. So this ain't really going to be too much of a battle on there, so I'm just going to auto-resolve that. Casualties down nice and low. I think it was more just the warg that took more damage. And then what we'll do is we'll raise... Got 4 turns left on our warg. So I'm wondering now. We'll sack it this turn. There we go, physical resistance 10%. So we can pop that on our hero. So Ruglash. I'm gonna take up the training because I want to get that extra bonus across for them. Let's pop that armor on him as well. Then we'll move across to this little guy, get our specialist up, start stealing some more technology. Let's pop that on there as well. So I've still not seen any army coming out from this elf here yet, so we ain't gotta worry about him.
This way.
Gromgor can start moving down, and like I say, there's the second army of the dwarfs there.
Yes, boss.
We'll keep eyes on them. And we'll make Sozpug's army a bit cheaper. We'll go into raiding, get some more scraps together. I think as well we can take up yeah, I thought we could. We can take up our big ones. Let's upgrade some of these. So we can get reinforced weapon for the 25% weapon damage. Well, weapon strength, sorry. Or we can get 25 armor. Now making them a bit more armored, that'd make them 75. And with weapon strength, that'd take them up to, what, 76? That's not too bad. They get a bonus for large as well. They're hitting enemies of cavalry size or larger, so that's pretty good. I think what have I got? I've got 5. Sounds like, well, like 100 that we can 100 scraps, so we can afford that. I think what we'll do is I'm going to take up 2, and we'll make them a bit defensive, and then the rest will be. The rest will get the weapon strength damage. So is it 25% or 25%? I've added that up wrong. Either way, it's still a nice little bonus. I thought it was just 25 on top. So they got 61 weapon strength now, which is pretty decent, which is only going to keep flying up. So, like I say, not too sure why it takes it down when you come off them. Either way, they're still going to be pretty tough. We can use them to, like, hit in. So we'll get the ones which are a bit more armoured into the fray straight away, and then we'll move the ones with the weapon strength damages in on the sides and the flanks. That's what we got here. So let's take up this one now. I don't think either of them have got any extra bonuses. So we've got the ball boy bonuses here. So that makes me want to even more get rid of this and start putting in like the watchtowers and stuff. Especially the fact that it's like our first point of entry when they come through this little area here.
What you want?
But I think first and foremost, we're going to have to start stomping these dwarfs out and start building up another army. Oh, our boys in here. That's how I like the Total War series. It's probably my favourite Total War that I've been playing across. I mean, I don't know if it's just like the pure nice mix of that fantasy tabletop sort of like battles. Like, I mean, I used to play fantasy quite a lot. And I think it's just something that's always sort of like felt like I was missing. I've never really played too much of Age of Sigmar. We play a bit of 40k now. Let's try and find this dwarfy. Let's try and get him to fight us.
You take me for a waaaagghghhhhh?
I'm not too sure where he's heading up here. I don't really want to reinforce that so much so at this stage. I mean, even if he did attack there, he'd have to siege it.
Disgrace my ancestors.
I imagine he's going to go here, which means I'm going to cancel that construction and get the money back for it. Because if he does attack here, there's not really too much of a resistance there. We are pursuing him though. You'd think
Let's go.
you think we'd be able to catch him though, wouldn't you? Let's see what we can do here. See if we can get damage these walls and get some levels up for Gogrut. Did we complete Git Snick? No, we need to. We got one more to do.
Catch 'em, boss!
I'll crush them all.
So we'll use Sozpug here. We'll put an end to this little settlement. Raise it down.
This is my land. The boys are
Nice and big. Get them levels put back into them. And then we'll start building up this hero here. Start bigging up Ruglash. Start making him a bit of a tank in the battlefield. And we'll continue to steal technology off the dwarfs. Oh, he got wounded. That's not good. Didn't really want to be losing him that early on. It's never a good thing. we got nothing here that I want to take up too much at the moment. So we'll pop a few of these on, start gaining these bonuses, and like I say, ooh, we'll take up the stunty mines there. That earns a lot more gold than what a little treasury pot there would. Playing a little bit of cat and mouse with this dwarf unit here. Just seems to be running away. I imagined that when he come through, when the ambush failed, he would have actually retreated off, but he fancies his chances. He feels like there's something to gain down here. So he was able to catch him there. However, it seems to be our Waaggghh that has caught him. I wonder why that is. So for some reason Grimgor didn't catch him, but the Waaggghh did. They must be hanging down in them tunnels. So we'll fight this battle here. It's a 50-50 sort of battle. The only thing that I'm a bit worried about is that we don't have a lord in this fight. And dwarf lords tend to be quite tanky. They got good melee defense, so they should be soaking up a lot of damage. And we do have a lot of goblins. We'll still be able to do a chunk of damage though. And I imagine if he's used the underwear, then he's not going to be that far behind Grimgor. Right then. There's a lot of dwarf warriors there. So what I initially want to try and do is we got 8, so 2, 4, 6, 8. We'll pop these goblins on the forefront here. And we'll get them to engage there. And we'll get a unit. These 3 going on this side. And unfortunately, our warboss unit, which is containing our warboss, should I say, Sozpug. So a Sozpug here is going to have to be at the back, so I want that area effect, that leadership bonus. I don't really want to be losing too many goblins too early on. So we'll put the 2 goblins up on this unit. We'll put a spare goblin unit just in the middle.
This is it.
And now I've got to think realistically, like, where do I want my archers to be going down on? So we'll have them in the middle, so they can fire into this small little block here. And then with that unit on the flank there. And we'll start this battle off. So the dwarfies are going to have to come to us. So they're probably going to be in full sprint all the way down here, and that's kind of what I want. I want them to get nice inside before they start engaging our Waaggghh army here. This guy's definitely going to be the biggest problem, shall I say, which we're going to have to deal with. We'll have to try and get our Black Orcs onto him as soon as possible.
Black is the new grey.
Let's just try and move these up just a little bit. Position these a bit more out on the flanks. Same with these.
Moving fast.
Show our intentions nice and early. The dwarf really, they're not really that much of a threat, like in melee combat. It's just their melee defense is so high. They're quite a stubborn little army that just, once they're in melee combat, they just don't tend to rout and they stay in there forever. Look at these goblins up here. So what I want to do is I want to try and get the charge bonuses on these units. Needs to deal with them. So they're going to move in and around. So we'll start charging these in.
Gonna kill him! We is goblins! Who can we stand? The lads are ready!
Get these up here. And then we'll move our boss in.
We is better than them! Running! Moving
Move
fast!
these round here.
Running!
Try and get these in nice and early behind these dwarf warriors here.
Charge!
Try and warg, and then we'll pop out warg up in here, give ourselves some extra bonuses. And we'll move our leadership in there. Try and help these goblins out. Nice and early. We've got these to move in as well. So once they root, we'll move the goblins straight in. And then the Black Orcs can come in as well. We'll move them just up to the top, make sure there's no escape.
The lads are ready! Let's crash!
As these goblins help rout everyone. So far no problem at all. Move this in onto the boss. Let's see the Black Orcs taking him down. I mean, like I say, he's just so resilient. I mean, he's got that high melee defense there. But these Black Orcs will be able to cut straight through him with all their armor piercing.
We is better than them! We is goblins!
We'll start moving these goblins up here.
Ah! Ah! Wah! Moving fast!
Get them ready to flank in on them.
Time for slaughtering.
There we go. He's nice and routed there now, so his morale's all down. We'll start pursuing him with the Black Orcs. Pop another warg up in here. We'll get these gobbos to help out all these little units.
The lads are ready! Let's rock!
Aragorn.
Move our arrow boys just over here now. Just so they can help down on this flank here.
Moving fast.
Move these goblins back into combat as well.
Gonna stab him!
So our little warg here is definitely holding their own, even without a leader. I know we got Hozcub here, which is like a sort of like a made-up leader for this battle, but without bonuses or anything, they're doing pretty well. Got some Black Orcs which aren't in combat here. Let's get them into these dwarfs. Look at these goblins stabbing up these little dwarfs. Get them in full retreat there. And that'll be the first of many victories against these little dwarf units here. We'll start routing them piece by piece. There's no point trying to pursue them all on there because it's an underway battle there, so I think, if I remember right, they all get eradicated anyway. The goblins actually held their own really well. Maybe I'm underestimating goblin units. Maybe that's where I need to go. Maybe I need more goblins. Instead of trying to use brute force, we use the cunning goblins. So killing Deldrick Hogmog there will definitely allow us to walk straight into the Dwarven territories now. I'm gonna take the leadership bonus here. Give our units a leadership bonus for the next couple of turns. So that will allow us to turn back around now and head straight back into the Dwarven territories here. That's what Grimgor likes. Let's get even more leadership bonus here. We'll definitely have the war favor.
Your conquests strike fear into the hearts of your enemies, mighty lord. The wisest amongst them will know that fate is on your side. I have foreseen it.
So we're getting even more renown now. People knowing who Grimgor is. Getting that extra 30% bonus from our raid in there. Let's get it from second settlements as well. Let's get all the bonuses, all the shiny bonuses. So let's move our way back up to here.
This way.
So the herd seem to be moving out into the vampire counts, which definitely works out for us. That'll be something we won't have to keep our eye out for.
Rush 'em all.
We're going to start moving down now. Sozpug's going to start moving down into this last little territory, I think, of the border princes. Because I'm pretty sure they've only got one territory left.
The time for talk is over.
Yeah, so we're just going to take out this last territory then. We'll lay siege to it. Let's make our way in there and start raiding. Start making even more of that gold.
Ready for murdering.
Gromgor now can start holding up this army here. Like I say, making himself... Get himself some levels ups. Let's take another one on block army. That does come in handy a lot. Wondered where the Bloodhand are going to fight now.
Prophet.
They are against the Golden Order, so I wonder if they'll start attacking them here.
It is time.
It'll be a close battle between them.
I have spells.
Although the Bloody Hands are strength rank 2 at the moment, so they must have some strong armies lying about.
More likes it.
So let's move our way in there then. See what settlements we can upgrade now. So Karaskark here, we got some leveling up to do across here. Let's pop this settlement up. And then I want to start building. Let's get our defenses going here. Get the treasuries up. Don't necessarily need the boys straight away. Start building for some more shamans so we can start sticking them in the armies as well. What we got here? That's not really going to be a thing later on in our campaign, so we'll get the raiding stashes here next turn. And then we start the steam train, the green skin steam train into this dwarf territory here. Smashing them as we go. The only downside to it is I've only got one turn left on my warg. So unfortunately we're not going to be able to maximise on using that. Huh. I think the Gobbos have had the same idea as we have. They've took full advantage of getting in there. That's not what we want. With that being the case, then we might actually be hitting the goblins first.
No.
Let's see if we can try and see if we can entice the border princes to come out. I'm pretty sure he's in raiding stance in his own territory there. Oh no, it's an encampment. I thought he'd lost it.
Now's the time.
Why is that not letting me move?
Let's go.
For some reason he didn't want me to move into this little area here.
In the motion.
Let's move up.
The boys are playing.
We'll start raiding again. Let's get his melee attack up a little bit. Let's get him hitting a little bit harder. And let's get you on the Brainbuster. So are you their faction leader? I do believe you are. Yeah, Grotsilk is their faction leader.
This better involve fighting.
So I think what we'll do is we'll pop. I think Grimgor can actually get up there. Can he get up there? Can we sneak Grimgor in the underway here? We can do indeed. Let's pop Grimgor up on there. Then the next turn, depending on what they do here, I can't imagine he's going to be able to wipe out that unit there. But we can definitely start moving into the territories here. I think what we'll do next turn, if he stays there, we'll just declare war against these and start attacking them.
Yes, boss.
Nothing really of a major threat here, so we'll just start damaging the walls.
You see.
Oh, we got our mission complete there. Now we gotta fight these dwarf units, so we'll do that probably in the next coming turns. Let's pop up our damage wall ability there. Don't think we've got our chosen shaman back yet. No, he's not back. We are making we're making a big movement into the treasury here. Almost 6,000 there coming in from our income. Definitely need to start taking a bit more advantage of that. We got the pillars here. I don't think there's anything that I want to be taking up here. I think ideally what I'll start doing then in this area, we'll just start upgrading the defenses. Same with this little province here, we'll start upgrading defenses across here as well. Making our home a bit more secure. Making sure no one can get in. If he does manage to take that Dwarf Lord province, that'll be really good for us then. I could just smash his faction leader then and then just take his armies. Although saying that, there's not really too much in his armies that I want to take. His territories definitely, but his armies not so much. Let's see what we can do then. So we got 100 scrap there for completing the world. Does that mean we get the trophy? So we got the trophy. Capture and occupy a settlement belonging to any of the following enemies of the Bloodhounds. Okay, well we can take the border princes. Not too worried about taking them, and the best thing is that they're actually out of their settlement. So we can just walk straight up to them and take that army there. Their artillery could be a bit of a problem.
I refuse.
I mean, we got one general in there. We got enough boys that we can sacrifice some and then obviously lay siege to the capital there.
Yeah, what?
I'm special.
And we got a choice now to make here.
No.
It looks like he lost his second army there.
Gork's fist.
So I think what we're going to do, yeah, we'll use this to our advantage and we'll declare war against these.
Ready for murdering.
And we'll siege their capital here. We've got a magic resistance there, we'll pop that down on... No one's really too magical, but we'll pop it on Grimgor just for now. So we'll auto-resolve this because there's really no resistance here. And we'll sack that just so we can get moving out. Because we were stuck there behind them. We're going to take this faction leader now. So it's time for us to expand and gain ourselves another greenskin army here. He's not going to be able to outrun us. So we'll just make our way back into him again.
Kill them all!
Let's check this little one. So, well, we'll fight this battle here. Try and keep our numbers down again. And like I say, I might just... I could just take his territories after we kill the leader, because that's pretty much what's going to happen here. There's not too much of a resistance from this force. And like I say, Grimgor can definitely jump straight in on Godsilk there. So I guess the real question is what I want to do after we kill this leader. Do I want to take these territories, or just want to kill the... I might just kill the faction leader, actually. And
We're the green tide!
I think if we just kill him, and then we can just use these other territories as like a fighting ground sort of thing.
Black Orcs roll!
Let's pop these up on here.
Badlands!
Get my 2 assaulting units at the sides.
Ready to bash!
Get them accompanied with a troll unit each.
Wish me!
And then some reinforcements on either side
Boys!
to come flanking round.
War is here!
A nice straightforward sort of battle plan here. Which initially I suppose with the greenskins most are anyway. There's no need for intense strategy when you're just coming up and smashing gits. Let's get these healthy units down. These wolf riders aren't really going to pose too much of a threat. Got some range on it there. Quite sure how fast this casts, so we'll wait a little bit. There we go. Start seeing these off.
Moving fast! Orc watcher! Slaughter! Boys! Moving fast!
Let's get charging in.
Here we go! Choppa! Slaughter! Moving fast!
There we go. Get the boys in. Let's get the immortal strength up. Nice and easy.
Choppa's ready! I'm gonna stop
Let's get Gromgor in there. Get him smashing the boss. Them trolls absolutely been really quick work of those archers. Oh, I was expecting too much on too much resistance from them.
I understand.
And the chase is on. Grimgor chasing their leader there in that battle. So nice, easy, quick battle there. Nice little quick one there. Get us ready for that Borderland Prince attack that we're about to do down here with Sozpug. Get us all nice and warmed up. So I think later on in this campaign on there, we just got to switch out a few of these units across here. We definitely got to start thinking about getting some more fast cav in here, whether it be like the Wolf Ride Archers or just getting some more Boar Boys in here. Then we'll trade these trolls out later on, get ourselves a giant, maybe an Arachnoid Spider. He's into another unit, another one of our one of our war bands. So far though, Grimgor's Horde's coming on quite nicely. I'm quite enjoying it. It's quite fun now playing these orcs and just watching them go up and smash. I mean, these big uns and these little bonuses and stuff in there, I imagine they're going to be really good towards endgame. I mean, the only reason now, well, you have to compare the stats across there with the orcs and the big uns. There's too much between them now. Apart from obviously the extra armor that Black Orcs get and the armor piercing bonuses. So with that there, I am gonna fully replenish my my units there.
Let's go.
Get them back up. So we got ourselves an extra 5% bonus from Serial Looter there. What we're gonna get here now. So, like I say, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna execute the Warlord there. And then we'll make our way back up. We'll make our way back up here. And see if we can take out the rest of his units. We'll go into raiding stance to get rid of that attrition. We don't be messing with that. And we'll get ourselves a 15% health bonus to Grimgor, make him even more of a tank. And let's see what our shaman can get up on here now. So I think early on I'm just going to take this power of the Waaggghh and get the improved power recharge rate. So if we can throw more out of them spells earlier on. That's actually not a bad armor set that we got there. What's Grimgor wearing at the moment? There's probably no point putting on Grimgor. I'll probably get save that. Let's see what Sozpug's wearing. Not wearing anything. So we could change that out onto Sozpug there. We'll give him an extra armor and an extra melee defense. So let's bang that onto him then. I know it takes a turn to change over there, but we still want to get into this fight here. So let's make sure I move everyone else first before coming to the end of that turn. Let's try and assassinate this dwarf here. Get that assassination skill up. Get that stabby stab in. So it's another successful assassination there. And without further ado, I think Sozpug, it's time. It's time to take out this border princes here. So, I mean, initially the whole battle itself's not even that hard. I mean, we're looking at probably like a 40, 60, probably a bit more than that. Something like probably like I don't know, 47, 53 in their favour. But we'll bang on the lightning strike and we're going to take these out now. So we've only really got the handgunners to worry about. But we have got more than enough units to cut through these. So start our campaign in here then. We've got our hero and our lord start taking into there as well. Be nice to see what this this Black Orc boss is like. So what I think I'm going to do here is I'm going to split my units up into two 9-man squads. I'll put him in there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's my first stack of 10. There's my second. 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 4, 6, 8. I've got one too many there. Counting is hard. There we go. Oh, did not want that. So let's stick Sozpug this way and bring his boys up. I do want 2 on the flank as well, so we'll stick them like here. And then we'll get a unit. We'll get the trolls sticking in the back there. And that single unit to come round on the flank there. Keep pressing on group there for some reason. And then we'll get We'll get Ruglash over here. Get his army up on this side. Get the trolls out on here as well. And then get that single unit in the bushes over here, which we can bring round on the flank. Because all I want to try and do is get an orc unit into this mortar as quickly as possible, while the rest of the units go up and engage. So we'll start that battle, and like I say, we'll move these forces straight up. And I think he's coming over here too. He's not. So we'll move these up here as well. Nice and slowly. And then like I say, we'll set these orcs up here. And we'll try and get some flanky flank going on. Try and make the best out of not having any fast cav, so let's have a look what it'll look like from these Borderland Princes' point of view. So looking through the trees, you've got two forces of orcs coming towards you. They seem pretty confident though. And like I say, the mortars then can only really devastate one army at a time. Which I think they're coming down on these units here. And they seem to be firing out our Lord, which is always a benefit. It's going to be a lot harder to hit than units themselves. We're not really in range of any of their missile units just yet. However, a lot are in the bushes that I can't see, so it'll be interesting to see how they move round. Right then boys, it's time to start running. Same with you guys. Let's move you up. Let's get them into these forests.
I want to see blood. The bar is here. No!
Start moving these guys in.
This is it. My horse, my rock. Boys, let's get out. Listen. Policeman, let's fight. Slaughter.
Get these trolls in there as well.
Boys, run, boys. This is it. Slaughter.
And in we go into some forest fighting. Where's our warboss here? Gonna deal with this captain. Trolls are gonna take out their leader. Get into the back of those handgunners there. We'll get into these handgunners here. The more we can reduce those handgunners shooting in our units, the better we'll be off. Trolls are taking good fine work of their mortars there, causing fear across these ones. We'll continue to pursue them so they don't turn back round.
Where's the scrap?
The boys aren't in a scrap. Look at him there. Look at how he just towers over the Umis there. I really do like that model. That model is amazing. Let's get him in there then. There's no use standing around. as these Umis start running away.
Boys, smash 'em.
Let's try and get our men into as many as possible.
What you want? Choppa jams.
Pop up walk as well, start getting this fight really going. Not too sure why a lot of them are starting getting very tired. Got some routed humans coming back here.
Where's the snap?
Let's make sure we keep them scared.
Here we go.
I mean, as far as it goes, we've pretty much done a fine job of getting into this battle here.
Yeah, let's fight.
We'll let some of the boys start chasing them. Our archers aren't doing too much, they're range units.
Boys, ready for burn.
Let's bring these guys over here.
Boys,
It's just a matter of fact of chasing them down now. And hopefully splitting our army into two there has severely reduced the casualties that we'll be taking here. Just want to make sure that we're getting rid of their leader there. I don't think there's anyone else I've got to worry too much about. Got an archer unit here that wants to stay alive. Take our boys into them.
time for slaughtering.
Get you guys ready in a stance. Get you boys charging in there as well. So their leader's dead now, great fleet. Start bringing Sozpug in to help capture these units here. So there's nothing left in this battle now, it's just a fact of catching everyone up. So every unit's pretty much routed now. Got 3 units of boys here charging to these spearmen. Like I say, it's just a matter of fact now of just finishing these off. And there's the victory. Sozpug has successfully routed the larger army now of the Border Princes. So now it's just a case of taking their capital, well, their remaining settlement, shall I say. See, that's the power of lightning strike, though. It just enables you just to take that battle then that was a little bit out of our favour, just totally into our favour. And like I say, splitting the armies into 2 was able to reduce the casualties that I got there. So with that battle won there, I think this would be a great opportunity now just to end my video here now. I think I've gone over, well over the hour mark, getting carried away with this campaign, but really enjoying myself here. So what I'll do is I'll end the campaign there. Well, actually I'll end this episode here there, and I'll just, I think we're going to take, we're going to take the money on there because that's what we need at the moment across there.
Now's the time.
And then, like I say, instead of pursuing this guy down here, I'm just going to end the video on here now. So thanks again, everyone that's tuning in and watching this series. I'm really having a lot of fun with it at the moment. These green skins are really, really hitting that Warhammer Fantasy sort of like urge that I need in my life right now. So thanks again for tuning in, and until next time, take care.